G'day team. So we've got a couple of days off this week. So we're up at a campsite. We've got stayed here last night, so we've got today and tonight, and then heading back. Lots to do. I have decided. Hopefully you can see it. You know how before up on there used to be exposed metal. Well, I got some more stuff, and I'm just going through and sealing it all up except for these little bits here. So I'm going to go sort of right up the edge, but leave that bit just for air. And I'm just covering up pretty much as much of the bare metal that I can, because condensation seems to not happen on this, but does happen on anything that's exposed. And sort of up to there, around the corner, it doesn't really. So we've got that to do. Actually, it's all housekeeping this weekend, I guess you'd call it. Also in the cab, we've got mould. I don't know if you can see it, starting just in the headliner. So I have sprayed some vinegar over there because I prefer to keep it natural. I'm just going to do that as a test patch. It's looking better. I just want to see how it goes before I start coating the rest of it. So we've got that. What else have we got? We've got these to test drive as well. I got these things. And as usual, always well prepared. Come on, there we go. I found it. Got these things. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Ta-da! So yeah, they're shoe hangers. And so I thought, because I've got maybe 4 pairs of shoes. I know, that amazes people. 1, 2... So we've got a pair of shoes for interviews, or fancy outfits, and the rest the other 3 are running shoes. I do have 2 in the front, which are old running shoes, which are just for wobbling around on the beach. So my shoes are kept down in behind there somewhere, so I thought I'd get some of these. I think I've got 5 of them, so that should take care of a few sets, and they will just hang up on said bar, which is pretty cool. Also got to, because of the change around there, excuse the camera, because of the change around there, that had to come out here. I had to get some screws last week to fasten it down, which I haven't done yet. And I also have to move that bike stand again and cut down 2 of the metal tubes on the left hand side so that will fit in there properly. So, bit of crap to do. What time is it this morning? It's 8:40. It's absolutely freezing this morning. It's absolutely freezing, and it's cloudy, so there's no sun, which is unfortunate because it was sunny all day yesterday. So I have nailed about 3 coffees so far, which is cool, and probably more to come. So yeah, and laundry's on. So yeah, it's all happening. It's a bit like a normal life. You just sleep in a van, really. So yeah, so that's what we're up to. I can't do the insulation yet on the ceiling because I've been wiping it down all morning, and because the sun isn't coming out, it's got to be dry to put it on. So we'll just do everything else in the meantime, and in about 20 minutes I'll be able to start using my jigsaw to cut the metal on the bike stand. So looking good. So we'll catch up with your team a little bit later on. Alright, so it's a little bit brighter now, so I got most of it done. So you look there, most of the gaps I've left those ones open because they've got little air holes, so I'm picking that's probably good for venting. Funnily enough, I got 6 rolls. A friend of mine saw what it was and said, I could use one of those. I thought, you know what, I'll just give them to them. But it left me short by probably, I would say, the exact amount that I needed. So the plan was like this one here, was to wrap around both sides all the way across. But that's all right because these ones are easy to wipe, and we got most of it done, even right up under the curtains, which was quite a damp one, and all along the edges. So that should be better. So the next thing we're going to attack is this part. So that'll be fun. We'll get into that now and see how we go. Well, you know when the glasses are on. These are not safety glasses, but that's how I use them. You know when these are on, that things are happening. And so we've trimmed that down. It used to sort of come out to about there, I guess. And now we're going to put that back and screw it down, and hopefully it'll work out, so we'll see. And apologies, I know there hasn't been many outside things, but there is a reason for that, and that's because I got the job. So I've got probably 4 weeks to get my stuff together and get moving. I'll be shifting to Rotorua first, probably for 3 weeks, and then on to Taupo after that. So yes, we did get the job, and that's why I'm trying to get this sorted out, because the temperature down there is probably 2 or 3 degrees lower than up here in Auckland, so it would be good to have condensation maybe sorted out and a little bit warmer. So and of course all the associated things with getting ready to move. Yeah, so that's why I haven't been going out and doing much. But when we get down there, we'll be able to do lots of travelling around and having a look at all the different things, so that will be cool. So hang around for that one. All right, it is done. All done, which is cool. Oh yeah, if you have a look up here, I don't know if it looks any better. I think it does. It's still a bit damp. I'm just going to let it soak in and then give it a rub down, and it's actually gotten rid of most of the mould, which is really cool. It was just like very light mould, but mould nonetheless. So yeah, everything's looking good. Alright, so we got everything done, which is cool. The shoe hangers are really cool. How about that? You like that? That's awesome. The other thing I meant to mention too, I mentioned in a previous video that I'm using they're not actually magnetic, but little quick release clips on the GoPro, and they are awesome. They just save so much time. It's so cool. So I've got one up there, one up there. I'm actually going to move one from the back up to the front as well, which should make things a little bit better. So yeah, so I'm just for some lunch now, which is this. There we go. Bit of miso, bit of spring onion miso soup with some noodles in it, which is always good. So yeah, housework all done. Oh, the headliner. Shall we have a look? Check this out. This is pretty cool. It's still wet over there because I did a respray, but I don't know if you can tell the difference from this morning. But it is heaps better. Way, way better. So I've been very blessed that the sun came out, which was good because it's drying out the headliner quicker than I thought it would. So that's really cool. So yeah, that's all for the mow. How's it going there, team? So we're up again. We're up here for 2 nights and 1 day, and essentially campsites now have just become a place for me to get this thing aired out. Condensation is super bad at the moment. Like, it's bad. Although I've added some more, what it's doing now is, rather than getting condensation on this bit, it's going with the shallowest one, and it's also starting to get right into the corners now. Obviously it's trying to find its way through. There's like some water droplets like right there. And we've also found another leak up in here, which I'm going to the panel beater to sort out. But like the condensation in here, it's super bad. We're starting to get specks of mold here and there. It ain't pretty. So we're going to have to really work on that. If anyone there has any comments that would help, or suggestions rather that would help, please put them in the comment section. I think next time we get a roof vent, I think I've said this before, I'm going to go for one that has a cowl that goes right over, so you can leave it open all the time. This one here, I don't know if you can see it, as soon as you get to about there, the rain's going to get in, and it would be good to have like a lot of airflow. I can leave the front windows open a tad, but yeah, so I have to work on that, but it's pretty saturated in here at the moment. I pulled all my bedding off this morning and threw that in a huge industrial dryer, and borrowed that little dehumidifier again, so I'm just going to crank that up in a minute and get that going, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So in order to keep things healthy, I better keep this dry, so we'll work on it, and we'll come up with something. So nice. Cheers for watching that one, team. There'll be more later. I don't know if I'll be out and about this weekend, but we will see. The weather's looking like it's going to be a bit of a buttock, so yeah, that might not be happening. Oh, and look, new smoke alarm with the bottom that just fell off. New smoke alarm. The old one started making crackling noises, almost like a Geiger detector, and I checked it out, changed the batteries, did all that, blew dust out of it, dried it. Yeah, it's screwed. So yeah, so we've got a new one now. So that's where we're up to. Nice team. Now you all know that I have oats quite a lot for dinner, but tonight I'm getting a bit saucy. I've got my chopsticks ready, my new melamine ones, and there's my saucy dinner. You like that? Bit of beef, bit of another version of that in there, and a bit of noodles. So yeah, dinner soon. I just want to do a couple other things first, and then we'll get into it. Nice. Because I'm trying to get rid of condensation and trying to get a bit more airflow through, what I've done with these here, when I ordered these, I accidentally ordered 2 sets. So the first one is up here, and this is the second one here. And so what I'm hoping is, as long as it stays on, that will allow me to open the windows a little bit more. So that is the plan there. Second plan today, and this is just for when I move. I'm planning on going for lots of walks and being away from the van for quite a while. So the plan is to put on either side of these doors, hopefully to unscrew this, which I'm hopefully going to put like that, and then same on that side, all going well, and then they should link up, and then I should be able to put a padlock through there, we hope. So that's the plan. So let's see if we can do it. That's pretty easy so far. Hopefully nothing drops when I move this. So that's cool. And as I thought, I probably just need to drill a little bit, but that's okay, it's not much. And now the big moment, and I haven't tested this beforehand, and it's sort of a no. Ah, nice. Should we get a torch? I know you guys love my well-organised videos, so that might do it. I don't know. It's a shame. Shame it's not a little bit closer, but that'll do for me. Now we'll be able to get a padlock that'll slide through there. I'll just drill some bigger holes for that, and I think we're good to go. Nice. Also, while we're inside, so basically, because I want to go for long walks away from the van, I want to make it as impractical, I guess, for people who might try and get in. I just want to make it a little bit more awkward. So I've basically, if you can see here, there's a metal beam for the door. The plan is to run one of those across here to the other side. So that'll stop the door opening, because you got to open the door up and pull it to the side first before it slides back. So that will secure those ones, and the padlock down the back one, that'll be good. So then it's basically just going to be, if anyone gets in, they're going to have to try really hard and get through the front. It just makes things hopefully a little bit more awkward, and makes me feel a little bit better about going away for a long time away from the van. So yeah,